Shut up and sit down.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the light stick. It looks so cool.
Well, I was gonna say that about TXT also.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about them before. Like, their light stick's so cute. I love theirs. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's another episode of the Bias Effect podcast, and it's QJ.
And it's Nikki.
And guess what? It's ONEUS.
ONEUS. Yes, finally. We're here.
We're about to school everybody on who ONEUS is, and if you don't listen to it after we're done, we're not friends anymore.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the origin of how we got into ONEUS was me. But honestly, they just came on, and the first song I ever heard of them, I was like, yo, these guys are kind of it. And I listened to all their music, and I was like, Jesus, this is insane. And then you actually started, it's so funny, if I think back, I was so scared to share them at first, because I was like, if she doesn't like them, I'll be destroyed. But luckily, you got on board, and you were also agreed that they were pretty fire. So, so it's about time that we actually talk about the band. We're doing another band episode, which I think we've only done 2 now before. We did Stray
We've
Kids
done
and
so
ATs.
many. We've done Stray Kids, ATs, Epic High,
Oh, yeah.
EXO.
Shine. Oh my gosh, that's so
We haven't done Shiny official. We just did Shiny solos.
Oh,
And
right,
BTS
right,
solos,
right.
but
That's
those
so
are like
funny.
a little different. And we kind of
Yeah,
touched
you're
on
right.
17 also. So
Okay, so we found
That's
Sorry,
a lot.
okay. I stand corrected. You're right. I stand corrected. Just I'm so excited to do
Yeah.
one now. Okay, so let's kick it off. So they're actually a lot newer than I realized when I was researching. So hopefully they can still come up, because I also, we'll talk about it soon, but TXT's been around a lot longer than I thought they were.
Mhm.
I think. Anyway, regardless, we're talking about ONEUS. So they debuted January 9th, 2019, which it gotta be such a sad debut time, because then COVID hit like immediately after that.
a year later,
I mean, it started in March 2019,
2020.
I think, or was it March?
COVID was 2020. They had a year, but that still kind of sucks because if you're getting Steam and then suddenly it's like, well, we're done.
Yeah, and then later they had a member leave, so
They've been through all the curses.
they've been through it. The fandom name is Two Moon.
Sure.
Okay, sure. Their greeting is a classic. ONEUS. We are ONEUS. Okay. But their light stick, we're gonna talk about because it's so sick. It's called Moonlight, or whatever you found in Korean. You found this
Dalbit, I
information,
guess,
so.
is how they say it. I don't know. Apparently, it was a voted name. Like, fans voted for
Oh.
that. Like, and that's why it's like all moon connected.
Oh, that's cute. I love it. So, a common theme that I noticed, at least, so they have a brother band called ONEUS. Ever heard of that? They have a brother band called ONEUS, and they have similar themes as well. So there's always this like moon, earth kind of vibe. So their light stick, it looks so cool. It has like the earth. At first I thought it was kind of boring. I did. I
Yeah, me
admit
too.
it. But I didn't realize it has like a sparkly dome. So when you like light it up, it's all sparkly, and it's like the earth, the moon is shining on the earth. I'm like, that is sick. That is so sick. I was so excited. And they have, very specific colors, I guess.
I know. So, I've never seen Pantone references for any K-pop group before, but they have Pantone.
Specific Pantones. If you ever wanted to get their specific color, you can get it. So, yeah, earth is Pantone 7691C and Pantone 7724C, basically blue and green, to make the Earth. And then the moon has its own Pantone, and then they have a white glittering space, so
yeah,
it looks really cool. And then just because I looked it up right before we recorded, ONEUS, their brother band, the light stick is similar, but it's like an astronaut in the middle.
He's on the moon.
It doesn't hit, it doesn't hit as much, but so we can go through the members. It's not too big of a band. They originally debuted with 6 members, and now they are 5 members. Well, 4 right now, because one is in the military. So Soho, he was born though as Lee Gunman, and he legally changed his name, which I thought was kind of cool.
This is one, like, before we got into ONEUS, I had heard this. Because I remember specifically thinking, like, oh wow, like, that's so kind of cool that an idol would take his idol name, like, legally. And then we got into it and I was like, oh, it's that guy. Because I remember, remember, like, this, like, I thought of CO at the time, but I was like, for whatever reason, that stuck in my mind. And I was like, oh, I already knew about this guy.
Yeah, I remember, similar, same thing. But I was like, I don't know, Gunman's a sick name, though. Like, Gunman?
I mean, yeah. But if I feel like, I feel like I would want to use my real name if I was an idol, but if I had to use a different name, I would probably want to change it too. Because I'm like, that's me. This is me now.
Yeah. So, you did some fun facts research, which we love.
Yeah. They didn't have as much, like, crazy stuff. I mean, some of them did, but not all of them. But apparently, he almost had the stage name Shion, which is a different member's name in the group. Obviously, we know he enlisted in February of this year. Expected next summer, August 2026 to discharge.
That's so long.
I know.
It blows my brain.
I think about that a lot with Jonghan from 17. I'm like, he's still gonna be gone for so long. I know,
Wonwoo too. I know. Like, I think when we got into 17, he was in the military, right? Like, when we started kind of listening to him.
Jonghan was in already, because he went in November, and then Wonwoo was, like, a month after, like, we started listening. Like, he was just about to leave.
And we were both like, cool, we just biased.
I was like, cool, that's, like, so long from now to wait.
So,
but I guess he's considered the happy virus of ONEUS, which seems to be, like, some weird group thing that they have. Everyone has the title of a happy virus.
That's true. Isn't that what DK's solo song was called?
Yeah. And he is the happy virus of 17.
Interesting.
And I think I've seen it in a few other groups, but I was like, I guess that's just a thing. And then his really weird one is he can laugh like a witch without opening his mouth. So I know, I was like, I didn't even want to try it. I was like, I don't even understand what that means.
You're like, okay, sure, that's a fun
like, sure,
fact.
Whatever, man. Cool talent.
And I think he's like was kind of, before he went to military, kind of like the leader. Like, they don't really have a classified leader, but he felt like, when I was looking at, like, he was the stand-in leader at the time. So now I honestly feel like it's Wonwoo. Like, I honestly feel like he's the one that leads the whole group. Honestly,
the vibe I get is that, like, he would be like the dance leader.
But, like, who else?
Like, maybe they have like different. I mean, yeah, like, now that the oldest member's gone, but the next oldest wouldn't be Wonwoo.
But I don't feel like Lito's not the leader.
But I think maybe he just gives that vibe because it seems like he leads the dancing part, so he would be the next, like, person that's in charge of something in the group, kind of thing.
I don't know. He just seems to be the one that's always out there.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, in case we didn't mention either, Soho was born in 96, so yeah, that's why he's in military, because I think that makes him 29 right now. Yeah, so he had to go. He had to go. Next is Lito, my man. Our Kim Gun-hak. Okay. He was born in 97, which, yes, as we were saying, makes him the next oldest, but he's never kind of been that. He's kind of definitely more shy, reserved from what I've seen. So I don't
Yeah.
I mean, hey, maybe he steps up behind the scenes, but
also, like, he is being the next oldest. I would assume he also has service coming up soon. So maybe they were like, let's just skip down a little bit, not like have another leader. He goes, have another leader. There you go, kind of thing. They're on tour now though, so he's not going to be leaving soon.
That's honestly so sad. It's true. Because he's 90s. You know what that means? He's 90. Well, no, okay, that's fine. No, I was thinking of Stray Kids. I'm like, that means Lino has to leave soon, but that's not true necessarily. He's in 98. He's gonna leave soon enough.
I know.
Anyway, what did you find about Lino?
He was a former YG trainee, which we talked about in an episode a little while ago. YG is like Blackpink and
Yeah.
formerly Epic High. I think we talked about it in the Epic High episode.
Right. Yes.
He was actually gonna give up on being an idol, but Raven convinced him to join RBW, allegedly. I mean, I don't know. I don't really remember all the tea from Raven, so I don't know if he's like bad or just kind of bad.
Yeah, from what I recall, we'll get into Raven, but I feel like it was one of those he said, she said, so like...
That's what I was gonna say. That's like kind of what I saw like in his like bio thing, was like not really anything confirmed, but either way, he convinced Lito to stay. So we have to thank him for something.
Yeah, he did one good thing at least.
Yeah. Oh, and then his like really weird fact was that he's so strong he can carry 2 members while doing squats.
Hell yeah, I can.
Apparently.
The big boy. And also, though, like, the other members are... Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he is, like, really, like, kind of, like, buff, but also the other members are, like, tiny, like, little twigs.
Yeah, like, if it was, like, Won-un and even, like, Soho, you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's, like, 100 pounds. No, it's not that small, but yeah. No, he's a good old thick boy. Which actually, like, he's definitely, like, struggled with openly, which I like when idols talk about it, that there was, for Trickster, his, album, like, the shoot for his album was, like, topless, and he was, like, shredded, looked great, but apparently he, like, really struggled to get to that weight, and he said, like, in his words, from what I recall, he said he, like, almost died, like, he was, like, that aggressive that he just, like, he said, I don't recommend anyone ever do that. So, yeah, so he's openly discussed, like, that side of the idol struggle, which I appreciate. I feel like a lot of them openly talk about that. So, yeah, so I'm glad he's, because he looks, I mean, I think he looks great.
Yeah.
But he's definitely, like, thicker, like, as in, like, muscular, so I'm glad that he's, like, living that journey, like, life now. He's not, like, it's kind of like, it's like the Chanbin thing, where it's, like,
yeah,
they don't like that he's like that, but I'm like, he looks amazing, what are you talking about? Like, he's clearly put in work. It's not, that's what always, like, bothers me, with the idols, like, the company stuff, because I'm like, okay, but they're putting a lot of work into their body, like, to look that way. It's not like not that being fat is a bad thing. Like, I don't care. Like, but it's not like it's that. It's not like they don't give a shit about their body. It's like they're putting work in to look a certain way. Just let them do it. Anyway. So, yes, I believe that he can do that. Carry these 2 guys on his back.
Yeah.
And to remind everyone, Lito is my bias, so... Okay. We'll get to your bias. Next member is Kanhee, Lee Kanhee. He's born in 98. I believe he's, like, the, like, main vocalist of the group. Yeah, and then Lito's the rapper, too, of the group, so... And Soho is also a vocalist, so...
True. He speaks English and Japanese.
Sick.
And he's afraid of it. And he's afraid of pigeons.
I mean...
Which, same.
Yeah. You can identify with him. Yeah, to speak to the English part, I feel like he does most of the... Yeah, any kind of... If there's any content in English, I feel like he's, like, the main guy that does it. The rest of them, don't really see them communicating in English that much. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Next is ONEUS. Yao.
My
Wan-eun.
man!
Born in '98 as well. He's the lead dancer, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you couldn't pick up, he is QJ's bias. So.
For sure. So far, I have 2 specific ONEUS albums.
What's the other one? I know you. Oh yeah, you got Malice.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of pissed though because it didn't come with a photo card of him. Like that's literally why I bought it.
I know the feeling.
Hello.
Okay.
It's fine. I got.
Well, you got like the big like cutout or like the big photo.
Yeah, like the booklet was like him, and the like postcard was him.
And it's a sick photo. He's got like a face chain, doesn't he?
But yeah, he likes getting on swings.
I'm sure he does.
Sure, I guess. And he was also a former Pledis trainee and a finalist on Pledis' Hot debut, and almost was a member of 17.
That's insane.
I know, that'd be crazy. Because then who would my bias be? In 17.
I mean, you never know.
I honestly kind of wonder, because like maybe he would have just faded, because there's so many people there, right? Maybe
I
he
was
would have
just thinking,
faded.
I'm like, maybe this works better for him, because, yeah, like we were saying earlier, he seems like he's like the main guy there right now. So if he was in 17, yeah, he might have just been, not just, but like on the performance unit, or, yeah maybe not as, I don't know, but also then there's the other side. He might have had more exposure, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that makes so much sense now. Now that I'm thinking of it, I remember when Radar released, he did a reel with Seungkwan.
Oh, yeah,
So
true.
They probably knew each other. Okay.
I think Seungkwan is 98, might be. Might be 98 or 90. I know he's like one of the youngest ones. So
Yeah,
must be
I know
around
he's
there.
not a 97, so yeah, he's younger.
And Dino is
90.
2000, so he's 98 or 99.
Yeah, it's him and...
It's Dino, Vernon, Seungkwan, then the rest.
Yeah, yes.
So he's got to be around the same age, too.
I mean, I am the 97 curse. You're the 98 curse. ONEUS, Vernon, Lino.
Hongju?
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
we figured out your curse. You're the 98 curse. I'm 97 for the most part. Okay, yeah. Okay, Lino's 97. Oh, okay, we figured it out. Anything else you want to touch on with your man?
No.
Okay.
Did you know that you can buy the singles like as physical albums as well? Did you know that? Like
Yeah,
you
we
can buy
talked about
Radar
it.
physical thing?
Yeah.
Oh, did we? Okay. It's on my list.
Yeah, no, when you were up here, I saw Lito's,
Oh, right.
but it's only like the QR one.
Yeah, it's
but
just
I
like a
know-
small thing. Even on the website, it was just like a little paper or whatever. Comes with like a keychain or something. I'm like, oh, I'm getting it. Okay,
Well,
I'm getting it.
We're doing it. And so the last current member is Xion or Song Dongju, born in 2000. He also might be a lead vocalist. I don't know, they have main and lead vocalists so I'm not sure. I think he might be the lead, he's the main. I don't know. Anyway, vocalist. And I think he's technically the visual. And he's the Magnite.
And he has the twin in One We.
Yes, he does. His twin is... It's funny, they have similar names. His twin is Dongmyeon. Song Dongmyeon. He's Song Dongju. Interesting.
Yeah. I saw something the other day, like I think we talked about it a little bit before, maybe it might have been during the military episode, where it's like there's all these like common names in like Korean families. I saw a breakdown of it, and it's like the last names are like those like lineage things, and then there's like usually two parts of the name, and like the first part is like your family's like branch. That's why you see like the similar ones, like the two brothers both have dong there, and like other siblings will have the same kind of thing. Like your siblings in your like immediate line have like one of the same words, and then the last word's like to you, I guess. I saw it on a 17 thing because Hashi met someone with almost the same name as him, and he was like, what's this word of your family name, and what's this word of your family name? And I was like, whoa, I'm learning.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I find that all fascinating.
Yeah, the structure of the naming, I think that's like, it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I guess in a way you don't quite get like a unique name all the time, but like it's still kind of cool in its own way, where like we're this branch of...
Yeah, I find that fascinating that there's just like only like like 4 or 5 family lines or whatever.
Yeah,
but
pretty cool. Xian's younger by 1 minute. Just that matters birth. Sometimes.
I mean, from allegedly in twins, it matters. They're like, I'm the older brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he also almost had another member's name for his stage name. He was almost Lido.
That's so weird in my brain. That is so
It's like
off.
Such a weird mix-up.
Yeah, so Xion is going to be Soho and Lido is going to be Xion. That's so weird.
Yeah, like, then what would Lido have been? Like, what was his name supposed to be?
He's just going to be Gunhack, which
I guess, maybe. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
And then, his weird fact is that his eyelashes are so long he can balance a toothpick on them.
He is quite beautiful, I believe it.
It's just, I don't know why you need to, but...
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like, eyelashes are weird. I never really think about them. I know, I'm like, how long are my
I know, like, I've never really thought about it, but sure.
Interesting. Okay, well, that is a fun fact. I will talk a bit about the ex-members. So Raven, Kim Young-jo, born 95. I don't like. Well, I knew this before, but his stage name comes from X-Men's Mystique. Raven. I'm like, chill, bro. Just let X-Men be their own thing. You're not that cool, okay?
Yeah, he was a former YG, JYP, and Plan A entertainment trainee, so it was around, I guess. Fluent in Japanese. And then, like, all I could really see on there was October 2022, someone claiming to be his ex-girlfriend posted quote-unquote claims against him online. Don't know what they were, don't know anything else about it. He left the group that same month due to those rumors, and then he debuted solo this year, April 2025.
Oh, not too long ago.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, because when I started listening to him, he was already gone. So I never really knew ONEUS with Raven, but I was looking it up. If I recall correctly, it was something like they had a voice recording of him, so it was like kind of maybe true, but he said something threatening like, I'll stab you or something.
Oh, Jesus.
Something like that, but again, I don't know.
I mean, we've all said that at some point.
I mean, in the heat of the moment. So that's where I'm like, I don't know, like, again, if he's abusive.
Yeah, I mean, I would need to know, like, more context. Like,
yeah.
Whatever. It was enough for him to leave the group, so...
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, like, a bit of, like, what happened with the boys in Ju Hakyeon, like, how there was, like, there's kind of proof, but not really, and then, but enough to get kicked out.
Enough that it's, like, giving bad energy to the group, so you just have to kind of leave.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like it was maybe one of that, too, but, yeah, it was kind of unfortunate, because, again, he left in, you said 2022, they were still just, like...
It's, like, 3 years in.
I believe he was also, like, a producer, too, so, like, he was, I think, a pretty big member of their group as well. He was the oldest, so he might have been the more leader, too, so, kind of, like we said, like, they right before COVID, and then they lost a member. They're so... Guys, they're actually, like, so talented, too.
Yeah.
Their music's great. I don't know who writes their music, but it's great. Anyway. It just makes me sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Y'all need to listen. You just give it a try. Just test it out.
Just give it a try.
See what you think, and then you'll, you know. But yeah, so those are all the members. Then we'll go a bit into the band history. Like, okay, I guess you can't be a K-pop group unless if you've been on some kind of reality show. That's what I'm noticing. So
I mean, they must get so many like trainees and stuff that they're like, we gotta whittle them down somehow. Like, make them fight for it or something.
I know. I've never seen that. Like, to me, from what I know, in Canada, there's like no like program where you're like a trainee to become a pop star that I'm aware of. Yeah, no. The
closest we would ever have is like Canada's Got Talent or whatever.
Yeah. That's
Canadian Idol or whatever.
Canadian
Idol. It's like you're already kind of doing that, and then they're just helping you like a little bit.
Exactly. So this is like these reality shows like we're about to talk about. Produce 101 that had 101 contestants. And these are all trainees. Like, these are all people already in these trainee programs. And then Mix 9, which we talked about with the T's, we already talked about it, also was like a similar amount. It was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was like 79 or something. Like
a male and female. So it was crazy. But yeah, we'll go further detail afterwards. But so the label that represents ONEUS is called RBW. And in the beginning... Again, there's always these interesting things. Again, noticing trends. A lot of labels too, like have they have like a. Seems like they have like their own little like showcase or like YouTube thing that pops off to try to like. I guess it's a marketing strategy, but anyway, they have theirs. RBW Trainee Real Life. We will debut. Whoa! This was in late 2017 to showcase the label's promising male trainees. Also in 2017 is when a couple members went on to the Produce 101 reality show, and then there's also a second chapter of the We Will debut called Special Party with their label names Mass or Make a Sound, which is now One We. So they changed their name later, I guess, to make the cohesiveness between the brother bands. Later in early 2018, Kanhee and Won-eun, with the addition of Raven and Soho, were introduced as the pre-debut team RBW Boys. Quite similar to another band that we know.
KQ Fellas.
KQ Fellas, yeah. So they were the RBW Boys. And then later that year, Lido and Xion were added in March 2018. So we had the 6 members. They were called RBW Boys. And then later again, in June 2018, they were renamed ONEUS. On September 27th, ONEUS and their label mates, One We, released their pre-debut single called Last Song, where all of them are performing together in the song. I've listened to it, it's fine. So now RBW specifically, the CEO is Kim Jin-woo. He has like a history in entertainment, but it was mostly like he was doing practice room rental business type of thing. And so he expanded his business with opening an AN Bridge Rainbow Bridge Academy and EMB Academy Practical Music Academy, which integrated under the name Modern and Bridge. Which is like, I find, again, fascinating that, of course, there would be that side of the business where you just, like, have all these academies. You just own academy. Again, it's a whole, it's kind of insane how much this business is a part of their economy. It's so interesting to me.
Whenever you see people, like, complaining and stuff, like, when like, a little while ago, we were talking about the ATs, like, people complaining about the whatever there, and like the comment, there's always someone in the comments that's like, you have to remember this is a business. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, they're like, this business makes like the tons of money over there. It's like, yeah, we know, but like, we still be passionate.
Yeah.
There's always someone though that's like, it's a business.
Like, yeah.
I'm
like
aware.
Any business should be held accountable if they're doing this shitty stuff. But yeah, I just found that interesting. I'm like, okay, yeah, so this guy started in the rental business, room rental business specifically, and then opened up academies. Like, okay, interesting side to that whole business. Anyway, that in March 5th, 2010, he established his first OEM company, Rainbow Bridge Agency, which operates to train students who are not trainees with similar process as the regular entertainment companies. So,
like pre-trainee.
Yeah, like
trainee to be a trainee.
And then they hired a few more people, and then WA Entertainment was created. On August 16th, WA Entertainment, along with Brand New Music, debuted hip-hop trio Phantom. Okay. And then in December 2012, they had a hip-hop duo called Geeks. Okay. So I guess they were going the more hip-hop route back then. And then in June 18th in 2014, this is when they started to get traction. So they debuted their first girl group, Mamamoo, which I think they're still well known now.
I think so. I've heard the name like so many times. I think they're still kicking around.
Yeah, and I think it goes on to say here, but they all have now, they're more solos now, so they all have more of a large solo careers, but they were definitely the label's first successful and profitable group, and they have achieved like huge commercial success domestic and overseas. And there's only 4 members, and all of them are like super established themselves as solo artists. So then they had a couple more people, like solo peoples they've taken on their label, and then in 2015 WA Entertainment merged with the Rainbow Agency to create what's now known as RBW, Rainbow Bridge World. So the agency and the entertainment, whatever, again, there's just so many aspects like I don't understand of business, period.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah,
the agency.
like, sounds great.
I know, I'm like, okay, cool, they're the independent label, that's what they are now, okay? Then they started, signing a few more people, and then in 2018, they had the winner of Vietnam's Hidden Singer join RBW as the first artist in Vietnam. Okay, cool. So they're also kind of spreading out. I think they have a branch in Vietnam, in Japan now. In 2020, they RBW Vietnam, so they're Vietnam-based, debuted D1 Verse, the first Vietnamese musical group under a Korean label. Interesting. But here's the real news. January 9th, 2019, they debuted the 6-member boy group ONEUS. And then on May 13th of the same year, Make a Sound Mass was re-debuted as One We. And so One We, so like they were, it's interesting because it's like they specifically, really did want to sell these 2 bands together, it feels like. It's interesting because they're completely different. I mean, like I like One Way. I've been listening to them now. They are more of a alt rock pop group. Like they definitely don't do the same music. So interesting. So they're considered to be brother groups and share history of collaborations. Which honestly, I've only really seen one. I've only seen that last song. But they might do like stuff behind the scenes because I know
if they were on like a show and stuff together, maybe there's like some songs from.
Yeah, and or like, and I know One We, they write a lot of their own music, so maybe they help with writing on some things. I don't know. Like we noticed, like the Valkyrie rock version. Yeah. Like it's a really good rock version, so maybe they had some influence. We don't know. We haven't done that research. And then we've talked about it, but Xion is the twin brother of Dongmyeon in ONEUS and One We, so there is that true brother connection there. So that's basically a recap of the RBW. So now we got juicy stuff, the reality show stuff. My goodness, I was actually kind of surprised how many reality shows they were involved in.
It's surprising because like how we always say how like the boys seem to be more popular. But, like, they've also been on all these shows. And, like, not
That-
losing necessarily. Maybe not winning, but, like, you
That's
know?
what I'm saying. I don't get
It's
it.
kind of
I really don't
weird.
get it.
Like, the marketing's falling flat here.
There's something amiss. I know there's something.
Yeah, someone slipped
right.
up here.
Something's slipping, because I agree. That's the same thought I had. I said, this is weird, because they've definitely had exposure. They've been on all the same shows, yeah, like you said, with The Boys and Gravity, which I've heard about. I haven't looked into them, but I've heard their name.
Yeah.
And they were on the same show as Stray Kids and ATEEZ. Different seasons, but same exposure in theory.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, but
Strange.
strange. We gotta figure it out. This is what we're doing. We're spreading the message, y'all. But the first show they were a part of was a show called Produce 101, which, after my research, it's quite a large franchise. I feel like it's like similar, maybe-ish, to like how American Idol popped off. Like, it's kind of like, feels like that. There's 4 seasons in South Korea, 4 in China, 2 in Thailand, and 4 in Japan, and it's still airing currently. There's the next season is coming out next year in Japan. So, but this one specifically they were a part of was Produce 101 Season 2 in South Korea, and this was just male contestants. I think the first season was female contestants, so it was aired April 7th on 2017. There was 101 contestants, hence the name, who were trainees under different company labels, or they were debuted idols, or just individual trainees, not necessarily having a label. So 11 out of the 20 contestants, like the last 20 contestants, were chosen to form the project group through a national fan voting system. The group was called 101. The group promoted for only 2 years under YMC Entertainment, and then it just disbanded after the contract was over, and they went back to their previous agencies.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, sure.
Sure.
And the top, so yeah, it was the top 11 that won. It was top 20 contestants were in the last, and like whatever competition, and then they were voted to the top 11 from there. But the top 35 was able to perform in the final concert. So there was 4 eliminations rounds. So okay, we had Soho participated, Won-eun, and Kanhee. So those were the 3 from ONEUS that participated. And then fun fact, also Dongbyeon from OneWeek participated. But, so the first round, Soho was eliminated. He was number 94. He was number 94. So, also Dongbyeon was also eliminated in that round. He was number 68. And then Won-eun made it pretty far. Your man. He was eliminated second round at 42. And then Kanhee actually made it the furthest, where he was actually in the top 35 that participated in the finale. He was 33rd. So, again, that's what we're saying. Like, they were around for a long time. But I guess, technically at this time, they were not debuted. So they were just quote-unquote
they were just
trainees.
like kind of randoms.
But still, you're still getting exposure.
Yeah.
If you were watching the show, like, oh my god, that's that guy. And then similar to that show, later that year, they were really, see, they were grinding out here. Mix 9, also I believe was 2017. And we already talked about this because ATEEZ, we did this on our ATEEZ episode. This is the same show, so they would have been crossing paths with our ATEEZ boys during this time. Which, again, always blows my mind in the K-pop sphere, how many people actually do cross paths. Which makes sense. But, so, for this one, Lido edition, but he didn't make the cut of to get onto the show. But Raven and Soho were, so they were a part of this. And it was a total of 14 episodes. And this is what I found the most interesting. They made it further than the ATEEZ guys on the show. So Raven was voted out on the 13th episode, so the episode before the finale. His final rank was 27, and overall, if you look at like where he landed in all the shows, he didn't really like score high, but he was consistent like over the weeks. Soho, at the time he was known as Gunman, was also kicked off at the same episode. He was ranked 19. Overall, he killed it. Like, most weeks he was in the top 9 of all of the weeks. I'm like, okay, again, where's the respect on ONEUS? So he did really good in the show, and yeah, they both Raven and Soho lasted longer than any of the AT's boys in this competition. So, and then they also participated after they debuted and they were a full group. They participated in the Road to Kingdom series. So we've talked a bit about it before, where there was a Kingdom Legendary War version of this, where it was aired in 2021. This was supposed to be more. The program was battling 6 trending K-pop groups.
Yeah.
So that was BTOB, Icon, SF9, The Boys, and Stray Kids. We know. We've seen the footage. But the other seasons were supposed to be more like, these are up-and-coming bands, and for a chance for them to get more, I guess, coverage or whatever. So the first season, Road to Kingdom, was aired on April 30th, 2020, and went until June 18th. So it was 7 boy groups with potential but mostly unknown. So the groups that participated were bands called Pentagon, ONF, Golden Child, The Boys, Verivri, ONEUS, and 2. So actually the Boys did win this season.
That's so funny. They won that season, and then they came back the next year to be part of the Legendary War. Like, you just won your Legendary already? Like, come on.
Yeah. I don't think they did too well on the Legendary one, but...
I mean, up against these people.
I mean, exactly. And then, ONEUS did pretty well. They their final ranking was 4th out of 7. So... And the Boys won. Like, not that, we have our own opinions about the Boys, but they're popular, so it makes sense. But then they came back again in 2024, so this would have been post-Raven. So they were only a 5-member band at this point, to the season called Road to Kingdom Ace of Ace, hosted by one and only Taemin.
Ever heard of him?
Ever heard of him? Kind of love him over here. It aired April 24th, 2024 to September 17th. So I think there's a different kind of concept to this. When I was looking up all of these competitions, it was quite confusing, honestly. They had a lot of, sub-rules, counting, and, basically it's a point-based system. So, if you win, you get a certain amount of points. So, the amount of points you get at the end is your ranking. But I was like, there's too many charts here for a reality television show. So I think this had more to do with individual kind of performances, along with group performances. So anyway, ONEUS still became second, I think. When I did all the math, they came second, okay? And there was a specific ace battle, and who came in first? Wanu from ONEUS, so... Okay, again, put respect. So again, that is all the reality shows they are part of. They've done so much work. It makes me so sad. But hey, they're still out there. They're still doing pretty well. I mean, I can imagine, we were just talking about with idols and stuff, there's so much out there that I feel like as long as you can, make some kind of profit, I feel like you're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Especially if you can make it over to North America, I feel like that's huge. Right now, I believe they're on tour in North America right now, ONEUS.
Yeah, I think so.
So, they're doing okay. We just want the best for them. We want them to survive and thrive forever.
They have 18 albums. That's what I was looking at. They have 3 regular albums and the rest are EPs, but still 18.
That's great.
Like all
Yeah.
overall Japanese, regular, mini, whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. For 2019, COVID
that's
and
crazy.
losing a member, that's true. That's a good point too. They're always putting out content. And they even recently their Dear M album, that they re-released a lot of their songs with the 5 members too. And that's a lot of work to re-record stuff like that. What do you think is one of your favorite ONEUS songs?
My favorite ONEUS song
Yeah.
is Bing Bing, for sure,
Oh,
hands down.
I love that song, dude. Bing, 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 bing. That's great.
I really like, I like the Malice album, like a lot of the songs off that, like Stupid Love and like that same scent and
Same Set is so good. Same Set also has like they're like Japanese, Korean, English version. We know this is a banger. That was actually the other thing I found in my research too. They did very well in Japan as well. So you know what? We're just gotta keep on keeping on. We're two moon.
yeah.
2 Moon for life. Yeah, like we just mentioned, they are touring in North America, but they're not coming to Canada. But I so wanted to go over the border because I think they were like New York, which is pretty close to where I live.
They were in Canada like last tour, I think.
I know.
So
and
this is another thing that we missed.
I just started listening to One We, and they came like the month after but I already had plans for something else. I was so mad. But yeah, One We was here like 6 months ago or whatever. So I'm like, your company can figure it out. Get over here.
Yeah. Listen to ONEUS.
It's our new catchphrase, guys. Listen to ONEUS. You won't be disappointed. If you like K-pop, you'll find something.
Yeah,
there.
I mean it's like
for real.
Yeah.
It's so
There's
good.
nothing to complain about.
The concepts are great. They look great. They dance great. They sing great. What's the problem? Okay.
What more do you want?
Show some respect, okay? But that's our little recap on ONEUS. We highly encourage you, as we've been pushing, go listen to it. And yeah, I think we'll catch you on the flip.
We are
Bye.
ONEUS.
We are ONEUS.
Bye.